Unlock the power of nested language structures without needing to write complex code. Discover how Pushdown Automata, often called PDA, can help you recognize patterns in both computer code and natural language. This will enhance your ability to analyze and design better systems. By the end of this lesson, you will design and analyze a PDA that recognizes a specific language. This language contains strings made up of some number of the letter A, followed by exactly the same number of the letter B. You will draw a complete state diagram and walk through a step-by-step trace of how your machine handles the string aabb. Let's take a real-world scenario. Sarah, a talented software engineer, is stuck. Her team is building a new programming language, but they can't figure out how to handle nested structures, things like curly brackets inside brackets or tags inside tags. Sarah spends night after night looking at code, feeling more and more frustrated. One day she finds a textbook chapter about Pushdown Automata and context-free grammars, also called CFG. Curious, she starts reading. It all clicks. She realizes, wait, this is the tool we need. The next day she shares it with her team. At first they're unsure, but as Sarah shows them how a PDA uses a stack to track nested elements and how CFG rules describe those patterns clearly, her teammates begin to understand. Within weeks, they use what she learned to build a new parser. It works beautifully. The team finishes the project ahead of schedule. Her boss is impressed. Sarah feels proud. If you want to solve problems like Sarah, you're in the right place. Let's begin. First, what is a pushdown automaton? A PDA is like a smart machine that can recognize patterns. What makes it special is that it has memory, and it uses something called a stack. Imagine a stack like a pile of plates in a cafeteria. You can only add to the top, that's called pushing. And you can only remove from the top, that's called popping. You cannot reach into the middle. This stack helps the PDA remember things, and that's why it can recognize nested structures like brackets that open and close. So let's say it clearly. A finite automaton cannot remember, it has no memory. A PDA has memory, using a stack. What about context-free grammars? A context-free grammar, or CFG, is not a machine. It's a set of rules, like a recipe, that tells you how to generate valid strings in a language. These rules can call themselves. That's called recursion, and it's what allows them to describe complex, repeating, or nested patterns. Let's say that again. A PDA checks if a string follows the rules. A CFG describes how to build strings that follow the rules. They both work with the same kinds of patterns. These are called context-free languages. Why should you care? Because PDAs and CFGs are used all around you in computing. When a compiler checks your code, it uses a PDA. When a voice assistant like Siri or Alexa tries to understand your sentence, it uses a CFG. When a new programming language is created, it's described using context-free grammar and parsed using pushdown automata. So these are not just theory. They're real. They're everywhere. Let's look at how a PDA works with an example. Say you want to recognize this pattern, a string with a certain number of the letter A, followed by exactly the same number of the letter B. Let's go over some examples. An empty string is valid. A B is valid. A ABB is valid. A AABBB is valid. This kind of language is often written as the set of strings where the number of A's is equal to the number of B's and all the A's come first. Now, how does a PDA recognize this? Step 1. For every letter A you see, push a symbol onto the stack. Step 2. When you start reading the letter B, for each one, pop a symbol from the stack. Step 3. If you reach the end of the input and the stack is empty, then accept the string. Let's walk through AABB. Read the first A, push. Read the second A, push again. Now read the first B, pop. Read the second B, pop again. The stack is now empty and the string is finished. Accepted. If there were more B's than A's, or the order was wrong, the PDA would reject the string. Now let's describe the same pattern using a context-free grammar. We use a simple rule. The starting symbol S produces an A, followed by S again, followed by a B, or S produces the empty string. So the two rules are S becomes A, followed by S, followed by B, or S becomes nothing, the empty string. Let's use that to build the string AABB. Start with S, replace it with ASB, then replace that S with ASB again, then replace the last S with the empty string. So what you get is AABB. It's the same structure the PDA accepts. Important point, any language that a PDA can recognize, a CFG can describe, and any language that a CFG can describe, a PDA can recognize. They are equal in power. Now it's your turn. To complete this lesson, step 1, draw a pushdown automaton that recognizes the pattern, strings with a number of A's followed by the same number of B's. Make sure your state diagram shows all the states, includes arrows for transitions, says clearly when to push and when to pop. Step 2, use your diagram to trace how the PDA works with the input aabb. At each step, write down the current state. What part of the string is left to read? What's in the stack? Step 3, answer these two questions. How does the stack help make sure the number of A's and B's match? What would happen with an incorrect string like ABB or AAB? You're done when you have a full PDA diagram, a trace of the input AABB answers to both questions. Download the worksheet and fill it out to keep track of your answers. Final thoughts. You might be thinking, this sounds too theoretical, I just want to learn practical programming. But the truth is, this is practical. It helps you understand why your code compiles or doesn't. It helps you build better language tools, compilers, and parsers. It helps you debug deeply nested structures like JSON or XML. It even helps with natural language processing and query optimization in databases. Pushdown Automata and context-free grammars give you the tools to understand structured language, which is everywhere in computing. So take your time, repeat the key ideas. Practice with examples. Soon you'll see how powerful and useful these concepts really are.